Hello everybody, welcome back to Hydroneer and welcome back to Volcalidus. Now, this is the first episode that we have recorded since our system changeover, since we got our new computer and our better graphics. We are no longer relying on NVIDIA GeForce Now, which is excellent. I loved the service, I think it did a great job. It was quite nice, but unfortunately or not, our machine is slightly better than the machines that we were having over at NVIDIA. So we're just going to continue our series on using our native hardware. But what are we looking at here? So the problem with the switch over to the computer is that it put a disparity between my Steam files and my local files. And so that means is the last day of work that I did on NVIDIA GeForce, all of that work was not saved. The only thing that was saved was me detonating some atomic bombs down here and opening up this wide area. The goal is to extend our drills down here and start bringing heavy drills and make the tier 3 area as best as it can be. We also did some stuff with some forward marks, and we also filled out more drills down here. Did all sorts of stuff. We ended up getting a tier 3 pickaxe that was the fastest thing it could be. It was good. It was a lot of good progress, but because when we switched over from using NVIDIA to using this new computer, the local save was not updated, or the cloud save was not updated, and only the local save persisted, and so all that work was gone. The only thing that did stay was, like I mentioned before, the existence of the hole. Yeah, so this hole was the only thing that stayed from the switchover from the computer, and it's a nice hole. It's a good hole. Out of all the holes in the world, this is definitely one of them, but I'm starting to realize that I don't think we planned our base well enough for a long-term tier 3 heavy drill extended mining operation. Yes, it's cool that Scoria Chamber has lava down at the tier 3 level, and that could be very useful, but what that'll mean is we're going to have to build a whole new auto repair machine, because if we want to use the lava down here, we're going to need to repair the drills and stuff that uses it. And so then we're going to have to clear out a whole big cavern, and then on top of that, all the heavy drills have to be placed by the machine. So there's no way that we're going to be able to get our trucks down here to do that. So that means we must take our tremendous wealth and go elsewhere and find ourselves a new plot of land and build it with the intention of such a large-scale project in mind. Also, I haven't even mentioned, but we have a gigantic chunk of iron. What's that all about? Where'd you get all that iron? Well, that I will show you shortly as we go along the way. But without any further ado, let's get started. I have something huge to show you, big old surprise, something I've been working on while we've been waiting for this next episode. So, follow me. Alright, so our mine is working quite well. Cranking out a bunch of different ores. Got core stone, over 3,000 pounds of core stone. Nice. Let us take our materials and bring them with us. Okay, so our system is running fairly smoothly, looking good. It's produced quite a bit of material, so we're going to take that with us. We're going to say goodbye to this for the time being. We've got plenty of repair kits in here. Not a lot. We've got enough repair kits in here that we should be able to... You know what? Let's just turn this off. There's a chance we may not be back here for a little while. Let's clear the frost rock so that doesn't build up. There we go. Alright, so we're turning our machine off. You know it's going to be important if we're turning our machine off. But before we get started, I want to pick up some of these. Oh no, not that. Those coins. We need our tokens. We're going to drop our tokens in here, and we want to buy these masterwork designs for both the drill and the harvester. 4,000 tokens. We have 6,000. Took quite a bit to grind up those contracts and get them done, but I'm glad we spent that time and did it. Hey Elsie, I'm moving again. I'm gonna be a little bit closer. We're not gonna be neighbors, you know. I'm not coming back to this little dire place, but yeah, we're gonna be close enough. How do you feel about that?
I'm right glad those Hydrosaurs are extinct.
Yeah, me too. But you know, I gotta do this. You know what's coming, Elsie. All right, you have a good day.
Hey there.
Witchcraft. I'm telling you. See you later, Elsie. Your tricks. You're a wily one. So here we are, approaching the Lumberton Bluffs. Is the plot that's right by the beginning. A little bit of a pain to get to because you gotta climb platform, but when you do, the view is just spectacular. And I have spent quite some time off camera putting together this new base location for us to work with. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, so the first thing first, one of the greatest parts of this plot that I enjoy is we now have access again to the volcano, you know, view. We can see Volcalidus from our plot. There's no question about it where we are. We are on the island, and we can also see the dome of Nucleate over there. What looks like I guess that's Bastion over there in the distance that way. But yeah, we got a nice little view going here, and I appreciate it. I missed seeing the volcano. That was a huge, excellent part to this game, and being right at the foot of it in Ember Cradle was nice, but I didn't realize how much I would miss it until after I moved to Scoria Chamber. And we just didn't see it anywhere on that side of New Glade. You don't see the volcano. So it was good. Okay, so starting off, this is still a work in progress. Excuse the mess, and excuse the carts full of stuff everywhere. No ceilings and whatnot, but we'll be working on it. But I was doing a lot of work off camera, and I wanted to get to a point where we could be like, all right, let's start working again, and start showing you everything. So now we have, oops, not lined up. Oh, I swear that lined up perfectly before. Maybe I just have to readjust. We now have a way of filling our lava tanks, so we don't have to just rely on buckets anymore. We can just oh, I have a cart on the back. That's why it wouldn't fully set up to the back. Good to know. But here we are. We just, you know, kind of pull it up like this, and it fills up nicely. Turn it off whenever we need to. Let's take this cart off that. So here is kind of like our front area. This is going to be kind of like our house, our living area, our front shop, whatever we want to do with it. We're going to put some walls here. I like these nice cottage walls because they aren't in the base game, so I decided to use those instead. But yeah, so this is going to be kind of like a front of house area. And then look at all that space that we have for mining. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and enter here. This is the workshop, workshop 2.0. I have these automatic smelters here instead of the old smelters that we use, the manual ones. I have everything hooked up on conveyors. I have everything hooked up onto logic. We can turn a switch and all of our compressors will turn on. We also have a light to indicate that that's what that is doing. But here's the part where I'm proud of, right? So we have switches. This switch will activate or deactivate all of our lava drills. This switch will activate or deactivate all of our water conveyors, and this is the whole system. So let's turn on the conveyor belts. As you can see, they already started moving. This conveyor right here leads back into the garage. When the truck is pointed the right way, it will just go ahead and drop right into the back of the truck. So that's nice. Here is our little workshop area. So we can cut the bars to what size we want, and it'll come out here. It'll heat up right there, and we can pick it up, put it there, grab our hammer, give it a nice little smack, then grab it. We can put it onto the weight, just to confirm that we have the right thing, and then we drop it right here, and it goes right on, and we can just keep going. So this little workshop area was kind of designed with efficiency in mind, and I think we did a pretty good job. Here is where, you know what, let's just do an actual. Alright, so say we need gold, so we take our gold, and then that comes up, delivers right to us. We need 350 pounds of it, so we drop it right there. And then that lands right there, gets ready to heat up, and if we don't need any more gold, we can just drop it right back there, and we'll feed back into the system. I've been having some issues where bars of anything get stuck sometimes, and so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. But the ore seems to be about right. So yeah, so we take this, we drop it there, take that, smack it there, and then we can just see that it goes on its merry way. I'll leave that there for now. So yeah, so that's kind of the little workshop area. Here I've got, readers to tell me exactly how much I have in each section. So I've got a bucket full of ingots here. I'm just going to drop them there, and they will get sorted into their respective zones. So there goes the iron. There goes the gold. And the shards. Followed by caladium. Lastly, some core stone, and we didn't have any. I didn't empty any of the hard stone, so we didn't bring any with us. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, what are you doing not nailed down? There you go. Everything needs to be nailed down in my bases. I can't, it hurts me too much to have floating pieces. Alright, so for the rest of it, and come back here to jump into the backside. We've got our little shard bar in there to improve the power. But most notably, what we have here is an automatic repair machine with a belt of that. I'm going to turn this off. I feel like we're getting too much water in there. Clear all the frost rock. Okay, there we go. That will clear it up. So yeah, so we have a conveyor belt system. I am by no means the inventor of this system. What it does is it goes and automatically feeds in all of the spanner hurlers, so that way they are always filled up to the top, and just extends our ability to not have to worry about them or care about them or pay attention to them at all. As long as these are on the conveyor belts, we're gonna be doing good. Okay, so I started off with a big old hole, but this little side barrier wasn't good, so we came over here, and we'll to the side a little bit more and built a conveyor system all the way down. And we were lucky enough to hit a Cloudium ore vein, which is very cool. However, it's not very conveniently located. Yeah, I would have to like cut through this drill area, and you know what? I don't know that it's worth it. Like, yeah, it's cool. It'll give us extra Cloudium, but why don't we just add 50 more drills? Add an extra 50 drills, and then we'll get just as much Cloudium. We also have a gold ore vein here, but this one's less inconvenient to get to, so I might just have like real fast just a couple drills up there and then bring the rest of the drills back down. But yes, this is our wide open, fully available lower tier 3 floor. We're going to, in this episode, we're going to need to build a way to get down here for the big truck, and we need to get a new harvester. I think once we can get the harvester, we put it right here. Then we'll make a couple lines of just the regular small drills, and then we'll start working on the heavy. I put this flooring here, but I don't think I want the flooring over everything. It might just be in very particular spots. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but we shall see. And then, you know, I got carts full of pipes, carts full of conveyor belts, everything that I need. Not enough of it, of course, but... Oh yeah, we have our lava turned off. But yeah, when we have our lava turned on, that actually puts it through because it comes from the surface. And as you see here, goes over. I had it connected where that shared bar container is with this little T-pipe. Clean that up a little bit. But then I realized that that series of pipes is not connected to the automatic shut-off valve here. These logic lines go in here, and then they go underneath the ground and then connect up here. So now that that is on, you can see the lava flow. There we go. Putting out 368 pounds of pressure, PSI. Shredder bar is doing good. This one's putting out 248. So, not bad. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get enough power all the way down here, given how far away from the lava source it is. But it seems to be working out just peachy. So yeah, that's been my little project. That's why it's taken a little bit to get from one Hydroneer episode to the other. It's been a little bit. Thank you for being patient if that's what you're excited about. I'm excited to keep going. Once again, we are doing it on our brand new computer, no longer relying on NVIDIA GeForce now, which also means we're no longer under time limits and motion limits, because it was hard to do any kind of AFK farming on NVIDIA because every 10 minutes or so it wants to ask you like, oh, are you still playing? You're not moving, so maybe you took a break, and if you did, then we're going to close it down because other people as well. So trying to do any kind of AFK farming, having to come back every like 9.5 minutes to shake my mouse a little bit, and then it's not exactly AFK farming. So anyways, we need 400 Cloudium and 700 core stone, and 300 Cloudium and 600 core stone. So essentially we need 1,000 of each to make one of each. Oh, well, that's perfect. We've got plenty. So let's go ahead and give ourselves the Cloudium and the core stone. If this were like a truly super automated system, like some of the other ones, I'd have like these weight readers all over the place, and then when I plug in the weight, the bar would automatically create the correct weight and then come down here and I could just do that. But that was a little too fancy for me. I think I would have a little bit more problems with that than what I did here. And even if we have to do a little bit of manual labor in order to make the appropriate size stuff here, I'm okay with that. So a couple good things I found about Lumberton Bluff. I figured it would be a little inconvenient at times because of that ramp. It's actually not. It was fairly convenient to begin with, and like if you need lava pipes or anything of the initial ilk, you know, building your. Actually, I don't need to buy anything right now, but look at that. You tumble off that cliff. You're right here, and it's like, oh, okay, I need to get some pipes and steal them. And so, yeah, you are right here, very close to where all that stuff is. And if you're feeling lazy, you don't want to drive around and then drive up the thing, you can always test your luck and see if you can bounce your way back into your plot. Couldn't be easier. But before we go and make more drills, let's take a quick detour. Pick up one of these forge marks. So another good thing about the Lumberton Bluff plot is its proximity to the Shattered Outpost. It's much closer. I started to realize that my animosity towards the Shattered Outpost was largely fueled by the fact that it was so far away. That from Scoria Chamber is literally the farthest point on the map. You can't get anything farther than that. And so I was just a little irritated because it's just such a hassle to get out here. There we go, and now that will melt and give us something nice. And just like that, we now have a forge mark. Hopefully it's a good one. Another benefit of the Lumberton Bluff plot is its proximity to the volcano. As you see back there, there is our ramp to get up to our plot, and here is the entrance. Now obviously Ember Cradle is the closest proximity, so there's that, but it only goes down to tier 1. So this is, I would say, the closest proximity to the volcano. Yeah, that's not flat. Yeah, this is the closest, Lumberton Bluffs is the closest proximity to the volcano, so it's a real big benefit once you start using it to make all your drills and stuff. Okay, here we are once again at the Masterwork Forge. I think we're gonna make this harvester first. Drop in our core stone and Cloudium. And finish it off with our forge mark. Alright, fingers crossed that it's something good. We're going to make our first heavy piece of equipment. Output size bonus, 1. Well, it's not the best. Certainly not the worst. Okay. So this hooks up from the back. It's a little difficult, but I think we can manage. Alright, so now we can't pick that up. Let's also get a drill going. And once again, the core stone and the cloudium. And our first heavy lava drill. Interesting. Also can't pick that up. There we go. We got that in tow. We got both of them situated. Let's head home. Oh, look at that. You can see our plot from here. A little horseshoe of lava. That's us with those bridges. Let's just head off here. Why not? And the last thing I want to mention as far as benefits, little benefits to Lumberton Bluff, is your proximity to this old miner. This one I think is one of the easiest ones to put together. It's very simple. It only does iron or gold, but 300 pound, $5,000 chunk of gold is always nice to pick up every now and then, you know? So it's a nice little passive income for that. Whatever. But yeah, it's just, you know, a nice little piece of gold every now and then. Real convenient to the location, so. As far as Lumberton Bluffs go, its major benefits is its size. Like, the fact that it's so large gives you a lot of room to work with. So if you want to make a large build, I would say Lumberton Bluffs is a good choice. It also, the other big benefit is its proximity to both the starting tier 1 store zone in Lumberton, as well as its relatively close proximity to the Shattered Outpost. Everything else about it is just, you know, kind of small benefits, nothing that'll really help you out too much. Like, the view of the volcano is nice, the view of New Glade is nice. Things like the old mine right there that was close by, that's nice little thing. Most of Lumberton Bluffs benefits are kind of small, but the size of it is huge. So let's put this back. Let's feed that right back into the machine. Make sure everything goes in well enough. See, that didn't, but that's a huge chunk of ore. Like, makes sense that wouldn't fit through, especially with these things so close. Let's try that again. Yeah, see, it's not every time that it gets stuck, so it's confusing. All right, so now we need to figure out a way of getting that drill down here. We can't really use this. It's not suitable for driving a truck down. Plus we have all this stuff in the way. So we are going to need to make ourselves a new hole. And for that, we get to drive the flame truck, the lava thaw. So now I think I want my way down to be this way. And now the trick that I'm going to use for this is we are going to go into our settings, we're going to go into our gameplay, and we're going to turn off autosave, and then we're going to save it right now. This way, if things get out of hand and I start losing control of my dig, I can just revert that save back to the previous one before we even started. Okay, so we dug a little angle down, and now we're just going to hit the straight angle and just kind of make a nice gradual slope. Oh! That's right. I forgot that it just kind of drops into the place. Alright, I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna fit, but let's just see where we're at right now. Yep. Not even close. Oh, oh. Screw it. We try to be nice. Try to be neat and organized about this, but if you wanna play it rough, we can play it rough. Ugh. I mean, we gotta make a way down here somehow, right? That might not have done enough. How did that not do enough? We shall see. Ugh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Please work this time. Oh! 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 Just gotta breakdance my way in. Oh, is this too short? Well, that's as close to the bottom as I think we're going to be able to get it until we can widen our ceilings. Apparently, this truck is too big for our little area, so we're going to have to widen our series. But I've already spent so much time just trying to get this thing down here that I think I'm just going to end the episode here. Sadly, we weren't able to get our drill set up like we wanted to, but I will do some off-camera mining and just get the roof raised up a little bit. You know, gotta raise the roof. And so then we will start off the next episode, hopefully by being able to put those drills down, and then we'll focus on getting this setup started. I'm very excited to see how this new mine is going to progress, this new plot. Like I mentioned before, we have a huge area here to work with, so we can really create something massive and interesting. It leaves a little bit to be desired, the conveyor belt system. You know, I don't like the fact that it's just on this long train. I wish it could be a little bit shorter, and it does suck that we can't access, or that we're going to choose not to access, that Cloudium vein. But other than that, I'm really happy. Our automated repair system is looking great. We have, you know, automatic shutoffs for all of our systems. So if we want to shut off just the drills but leave everything else running, we could. If we want to shut off the drills and the water, we can. We've got our automatic smelters. We've got our crafting station set up. So this is, and we got a little garage area where we can fill our vehicles and fill our vehicles with lava, as well as the items that we crafted. So I'm really proud of how this is coming out. I kind of wish I was able to have it completely finished before doing the next episode, but it's taken me so long just to get to this point right here that I wanted to at least share one little update with how things have been going. And then hopefully we can get a real ramp down there and start utilizing that lava hauler. So I think that'll be good. But anyways, that's where I'm going to leave today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward for more Volcalidus, more Lumberton Bluffs. If you did, please consider giving me a like, drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and I will see y'all in the next one. Take care.